Hello, my name is Ken, and I want to welcome you back to Deep Waters. This podcast is brought to you by Applied Strengths Ministry, where we believe working together in our strengths is the effect of working out the will and calling of God in our lives. The title of this message is, I Am the Boss of Me. This is a multi-episode series in which this is episode 3 of 3. We launch with Romans 6:14. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for you are not under law, but under grace. Another one of those? What's that doing in this message flow? Scriptures. The words to focus on are have dominion. Think about it. You either take authority or it takes authority. You lead it or it leads you. You honor, submit, respect, and obey the Scriptures, or you get the backside of correction on your backside. Romans 6:20. For when you were slaves of sin, you were free in regards to righteousness. When we were slaves to sin, it had authority over us. You see it now? Hey Ken, where did you weave in this authority word? Well, it is what you operate in when you are obeying and submitting and serving others in love through faith, spiritually speaking, of course. In a previous message, I share how sin was alive and personified. We see an example of it here, which is why before we are authentically born again, it had authority over us. And as we know, we did things we did not necessarily want to do. Abusive power, because the authority wasn't in our hands, but in the devil's and in sin's hands. So now an example is warranted because it will require more scriptural fun. Luke 4:6. And the devil said to him, All this authority I will give you, and their glory, for this has been delivered to me, and I give it to whomever I wish. Kind of makes you wonder if he's giving it to other people who said yes to it instead of no, like Jesus. Back to it. So we see that the devil was offering Jesus the authority that we gave him, the devil, back in the garden. Authority in the wrong hands is abusive power. We see its misuse daily on this rock. But in the right hands, it is used to make a way where there is no way. Let's see what Mark shows us in this revelation. Mark 1:27. Then they were all amazed, so that they questioned among themselves, saying, What is this? What new doctrine is this? For with authority he commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him. So the devil was trying to give Jesus authority, maybe even a counterfeit authority, if there is such a thing, and maybe just the authority that Adam had in the garden. Now, if Jesus had accepted it, he may have had authority over us and some planetary systems, but not over the devil. And it is here we see the devil in the details. We also see the devil's blindness because he did not recognize that Jesus already had authority. And in a short amount of time, he would get it all. Matthew 28:18. And Jesus came and spoke to them, saying, All authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. See the difference in God-given authority and devil-given authority or sin authority? Godly authority is imparted in the submissive and obedient born-again believer. If you try and exercise spiritual, or rather Jesus' authority, as an unbeliever or disobedient, deaf, and blind believer, well, this is what you get. Acts 19:13-16. Then some of the itinerant Jewish exorcists took it upon themselves to call on the name of the Lord Jesus over those who had evil spirits, saying, We exorcise you by the Jesus whom Paul preaches. Also there were 7 sons of Sceva, a Jewish priest, who did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Jesus I know, and Paul I know. But who are you? Then the man in whom the evil spirit was leapt on them, overpowered them, and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of the house naked and wounded. What? I thought that stuff was only in the movies. Nope. The religious went outside of their authority and got a beat down. Today, in part, it looks like name-dropping or exaggeration of accomplishments to get a position either in a church or at a job. It looks like a believer who is in rebellion against those leaders who may be in the fivefold ministry or other called to leadership. Submit, operate in authority, obey, more authority. Serve using the gifts God has revealed that he has given you. Unusual signs and wonders will occur. Acts 19:11. Well, that's it for today. So I hope that you see you are not the boss of anything unless He is the boss of everything. Remember, it's not what you find wrong or disagree with regarding these messages, but what you can take away from them. Together we can do more to impact the kingdom than if we worked alone. Let's flip the script and steal, kill, and destroy the works of the enemy and create space for the light of life to shine through into people's lives. Plant a seed and click on the like and subscribe button. Let's build this ministry together. Thanks, and see you next time in Deep Water.